Welcome to Binge List. In this video we are counting down our picks for must-watch Scariest Horror Movies Volume 2. We start with The Curse of Laona, also known as The Curse of the Weeping Woman, is a 2019 American supernatural horror film directed by Michael Chavez in his feature directorial debut, with screenplay by Mickey Daughtry and Tobias Iaconis. Based on the Latin American mythology of La Llorona. The film, starring Linda Cardellini, Raymond Cruz, and Patricia Velasquez, depicts a woman in 1973 Los Angeles who must defend her children from a malevolent spirit attempting to abduct them. Their only hope of surviving La Llorona's lethal wrath may be a disillusioned priest and the mysticism he employs to keep evil at bay, on the fringes where fear and faith collide. I didn't have high expectations for this film, but it delivered plenty of terrifying sequences, weird moments, and jump scares. Linda Cardellini's performance was convincing, and the youngsters in the movie added a lot to the story. It was an excellent entry in the Conjuring series, and Michael Chavez made a quality film. Stream The Curse of La Llorona on Netflix. The Witch is a 2015 folkloric horror film written and directed by Robert Eggers, making his feature directorial debut. It stars Anya Taylor-Joy in her cinematic debut, along with Ralph Ineson, Kate Dickie, Harvey Scrimshaw, Ellie Granger, and Lucas Dawson. Set in 1630s New England, William and Catherine strive to live a devoted Christian life while living on the outskirts of an impassable wilderness with 5 children. When their newborn boy inexplicably disappears and their harvests fail, the family begins to turn against one another. The Witch is a terrifying depiction of a family unraveling from their own misdeeds, making them subject to an unimaginable evil. The Witch is an interesting look at Christianity as practiced by 17th century Puritans. Satan and evil are nearly real presences in the New World's forests and wilderness, but God is a distant, cold, and demanding entity who must be continuously petitioned for forgiveness and mercy, since all human thoughts, words, and acts appear to be profoundly immoral and insulting in his sight. Stream The Witch on Apple TV+. James Wan directed The Conjuring, a 2013 American supernatural horror film written by Chad Hayes and Carrie W. Hayes. It is the first film in the Conjuring universe franchise. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga play Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators and authors known for their work on major haunting cases. Carolyn and Roger Perron relocate their family into a derelict Rhode Island farmhouse in 1971, and odd things begin to happen around them. Carolyn, in despair, asks Ed and Lorraine Warren, well-known paranormal investigators, to investigate the residence. What the Warrens uncover is an entire area engulfed in a demonic haunting that is now following the Perron family wherever they go. The Conjuring is one of the most exhilarating horror films to come out in the last few years. It ranks alongside Sinister as one of the scariest films I've seen. It's much more intriguing because it's based on true events. It does have a number of jump scares, and many of them contribute to the film's mood. If you are a first-time viewer of this film, it will undoubtedly bother you for a while. The Conjuring is a wonderful movie to see, and I enjoy revisiting it on occasion. Stream The Conjuring on Amazon Prime. Paranormal Activity is a 2007 American supernatural horror film created, written, directed, and edited by Oren Peli. It stars Katie Featherston and Micah Sloat. After moving into a suburban Star Trek house, a young middle-class couple becomes increasingly troubled by a presence that may or may not be demonic in nature, but is certainly most active at night, especially as they sleep. They then put up a camera to record what's bothering them. This film was produced on a shoestring budget of $15,000 and turned out fantastically. If you want to be terrified, go see this film. I had never seen a film that terrified me as much as this one. I believe this is due in part to the fact that it appears so realistic. The performers do an excellent job of making it appear like a factual documentary. What distinguishes this picture is that it achieves its goals without costing millions of dollars. It will scare you and leave you scared out of your mind. Stream Paranormal Activity on Amazon Prime. Lights Out is a 2016 American supernatural horror film directed by David F. Sandberg in his directorial debut. It is produced by Lawrence Gray, James Wan, and Eric Heiserer, and written by Heiserer. Teresa Palmer, Gabriel Bateman, Alexander D. Persia, Billy Burke, and Maria Bello make up the cast. It is based on Sandberg's 2013 short film with the same name. In the film, as a horrific force emerges from her family's past, a lady must rescue her little stepbrother from a spirit that murders its victims in the dark. Rebecca must decode the fear underlying her younger brother's experiences, which once threatened her sanity and brought her face to face with a mysterious entity connected to their mother. The film instantly captures and then maintains the audience's interest. The plot is concise, the acting is excellent, and the conclusion is realistic. Maria Bello's portrayal of an emotionally troubled lady is maybe one of her best. However, all of the performances are satisfactory. The film succeeds in conveying a sense of gloom as everyone fights for survival against an unknown malicious entity. The film avoids the trap of becoming merely another horror film. Instead, it succeeds in conveying a tale and creating suspense until the eventual conclusion. Stream Lights Out on Amazon Prime. Insidious is a supernatural horror film directed and co-edited by James Wan, written by Lee Hwanel, and starring Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Barbara Hershey. It is the first installment in the Insidious franchise, yet the third in terms of the series and story timeline. The plot revolves around a married couple whose son, Dalton, lapsed into a coma following a mystery occurrence in the attic. Little do they realize that there is much more to this never-ending sleep than meets the eye as they investigate the paranormal and find the past, which holds the secret to reuniting with their kid for good. Insidious, directed by James Wan, is out of the ordinary. Insidious is a 100-minute adrenaline rush that pays tribute to innumerable horror films, like Poltergeist and The Shining, and it frequently succeeds in scaring viewers. Terrifying and exciting, Insidious threatens its audience with a ridiculous number of jump scares, but that doesn't matter when the end product is this brilliant. Stream Insidious on Netflix. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such content.